What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the heaviest show in the universe. We are back with another brutal death metal reaction video. And by that, I mean we're doing another death metal reaction video, not a brutal death metal reaction video. Just the content is brutal. For any of you elitists who want to hop in here and scrape my head off and say, oh, this is not brutal death metal. Anyway, the band is BOKOR from Germany. I believe they're from Germany anyway. Let's see what these guys sound like. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, these beats are fantastic. So I'm digging the vocals. They got a mix of a little bit of high pitched in there and a little bit of more guttural vocals. And I always love that combination. Personally, I prefer guttural vocals when it comes to my death metal, but a mix of the two is always good in my books. And I love that very heavy, very heavy. Digging it. Also really like that stop and start riff. Dun, 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 dun. Really sick. Kind of like a blackened thing. You guys know it. Anyway. Oh, that's sick. That is super sick. Those descending minor riffs there, that is really cool there with the blast beats going on in the back. Very cool. Very standard death metal, but you know, even when it is standard, even if it's standard death metal, it still always sounds awesome. It always sounds good. And each band can add their own little bits and pieces to it to kind of make it a bit more unique. And they've definitely done that here. Like this band, right off the bat, for the first minute and a half that I'm listening to them, they sound like they know who they are and they know who they want to be. They want to be an awesome death metal band. They're not trying to be like overly technical. They're not trying to show off all their musicianship. They're not trying to be incredibly heavy or the heaviest band of all time. They're just trying to be a good death metal band. That's at least what I'm picking up from this music, and they're doing a good job of it. It's very heavy. They have some cool riffs in there. We're gonna see what else they have to offer us for the next minute and a half here, but so far, like, just good death metal. Just good death metal. That's sick. You know, actually, if I could relate these guys to a band, if we're trying to relate it to get some kind of familiarity with other bands, I would say these guys sound a little bit like Nile. But they're not going into the more Phrygian sounds that Nile likes to use, you know, with the whole Egyptian vibe about them. But these guys do kind of sound a lot like Nile. They really remind me of Annihilation of the Wicked. Nice. Dude, this is great. I love that playing through those descending minor chords there. Great work, absolutely. It's very well produced for a band that's kind of, it looks like starting out. I looked at their YouTube page and they've got something released from a couple of years ago, but as far as I can tell, a band that's just starting out. They're releasing this EP. They've released this song just last month. Good production, good playing. Guys can play their instruments. It's great. Fantastic work on that solo, whoever that was. Very well done, buddy. I loved it. It sounded fantastic. So recently, I did a review of Inferi's latest album, and in that album, my biggest critique was that they were trying to fit way too much into too little, and I was hearing little bits and pieces of fantastic, beautiful work, but it was just like little tiny bits of it for a couple measures, and then they would move on. You know, this here, right here, have so much more in like their maybe 4 or 5 riffs that they put into this song than all of Inferi's latest album. Perhaps not as epic, perhaps not as technical, perhaps not as many amazing, mind-blowing solos, but I would rather listen to this than Inferi's latest album. This gives me so much more. Yeah. All right, that was BOKOR, The Unstained Soul. Very impressed. You know, this is the second time in a row that I have been impressed with one of these lesser-known bands that are coming out now and releasing new music, and I'm so pleasantly surprised by this. I love it. Everyone go and check out this, looks like an EP that they have released. I'll put links in the description down below for you guys to go and check this out on YouTube as well as Spotify. In the end, I'm going to give this song a heaviest show in the universe rating of 8 out of 10. This is a straight banger. Now, what kind of recommendations could I give to make this song a little bit better? The one thing I would say to make this song a little bit better, when at the start, when they're doing that stop and start blackened kind of riff that I mentioned before, I think instead of having the higher pitched vocals, if they had some deeper guttural action going on at the same time as that riff, I think that would be pretty friggin' sick. And the only other thing I could think of is maybe the vocals were a little scratchy, a little bit muffly at times, but they were still really good, especially for a band starting out again. Overall, this song was fantastic, so I'm very happy to have sat down and listened to this song. Once again, everybody, go and check out BOKOR, Shrine of Lies EP. If you're new around here, don't forget to go down below and sauce me one of these bad boys. Smash that subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video. Long live metal.